Hello again. So now is the time that I'm going to construct the H-bridge. The previous video I showed the schematic of an H-bridge, if you'll recall. If you didn't see that, you can go back and look at that one. It's how I explained how an H-bridge actually works. Now I'm going to construct it. So this is just a bunch of soldering. I got as much prepared as I could. So I did build 3 of these because I have 3 functions on this costume that are going to require bi-directional motors. One is for the scanner, one is for part of my eyepiece. I'm going to have I have an actual aperture that will open and close so that I can use my eye when I'm out of character, and another one for the assimilation tubules are going to be going in and out of my arm. So I do have 3 together. I found this bit of circuit board, cut it with an X-Acto knife, like with the utility knife here, and basically the same way that you would cut thick plastic or glass. You just scored it and snap it. Okay, so I'm just going to do one of these here. I'm going to do the one on the end, and let's see. So the way this is working is we have the two leads here are going to go to, where are they? I have these switched. I've prepared some wire here. So I've got one piece of wire here. This I'm going to snip off. This is going to go to the power source, which is going to be the 9-volt battery for this relay, because it's a 12-volt relay. It runs on 9 volts. And then then the end of this one is going to connect to, where's it going to go? To the switch, yes. The other end of this one is going to go to the switch. So this contact right here is going to reverse the direction of the motor. So I'm going to go ahead and start and put these 2 on. These I'm going to go right in here so that the switch will flip the relay. Gotta wait on here. There we go. Flip the relay and reverse the motor. Just in doing a little bit of this, I've gotten much better at my soldering, I promise. To tell you the truth, if you saw the video of the laser eyepiece, yeah, I had to redo that because it was such a bad soldering job. Okay, so I've got those 2 connected. This at the end, I'm going to cut that and connect it to the battery so that this end can be the switch. This is going to go into the switch in the arm. Okay, the next thing, I've got a couple of shorter wires here. These are going to do this. They're going to tie these 2 pins together. So these 2 together and these 2 together. To here. That's pretty good. What I'm going to do when all this is over is nip the ends off of there, because you don't want those sticking out, just in case they bend and contact somewhere else, and so you don't scrape your hands all over them. Okay. This next wire, this one's a tiny bit longer because it has to go over the other. Probably didn't need to make it like that, but I hope that some of you are fast forwarding through some of this. All right. See what I've got there. It's not too bad. So you can see that I've crossed those 2. Now the last thing I need to do is connect the motor. Now the motor, this is going to be in the shoulder, in the what I call it, the junction box. And I think I just dropped a wire here. No, here we go. There's another wire here that I've gotten ready for the motor itself. Now, the motor, yes, this is, the power is going to be connected here, but the switch for turning the motor on and off is going to be closer to where the motor is, because my hand is right where the motor is. So I'm going to be switching it there instead of putting a switch. Normally I would need a break in one of these for turning on and off the power. a lot of people made fun of me when I was in technical school when we learned to solder. So I used to be a really good solderer. Is that I would always be exhaling and blowing to keep the smoke out of the way, which I found pretty helpful. All right, I have one more wire. What's this other wire for? I had this all laid out, now I can't remember. Okay. So I have everything done soldering there, so I'm just going to put my solder away. All right, what do I got to do next? I'm going to cut this. Sorry about the focus, guys. So what I'm doing here is this is the wire that leads to the relay, the coil on the relay. I'm gonna just test it here. This should not actually do anything yet. Right. Okay. And the end of this wire is right here, and hopefully, there it is. Can you hear that? That relay is going. Okay. So there's our switch. There's our switch for the reversing of the power. And what else do we got here? Oh yeah, I have to put the power. That's what this last wire is for. I know I have one more for something. And the way this circuit board is there are 2 holes on this side and 3 holes on this side. And so I'm going to take the 2 ones that we've crossed. One has to be to positive, one has to be to negative. I don't know if these are going to connect nicely. We'll see. This wire that I just put on here is going to go to the motor's power supply. I'm going to test it on one battery here. There it goes. Now, here's the moment of truth. I'm not sure how well I'll be able to demonstrate this. Okay. I'm going to put this wire in here. So we've got it going. There we go. All right. You guys see that? It's probably so good for the motor. It is going in both directions. I cannot believe that worked the first time. And this motor sounds terrible, which is actually kind of cool because I guess it'll give kind of a scary sound to the scanner. So this is all working out really, really well. So that, my friends, is an H-bridge. Just disconnecting my power there. And yeah, so this one here, no, this is the motor power. The one switch right here. This is for reversing the motor, and at some point in here where the motor is, I'm going to split these apart and have 2 more wires coming out to the other switch, which is the power, or the button rather. So I push the button to make the power go on, and I'll push the other button at the same time to make it go forward and backward. There it is. That is an H-bridge in practical use. I'm going to be wiring up the other ones as well eventually when I have those pieces figured out exactly where I need the wires going. But that's it.